I'm not sure how your procedures are, so I'm just I don't know if it's the same. I'm just covering, my name's Kimmy King, I'm sorry. I'm just covering for Mr. McLaurin, who's on vacation, who does the Fort Lauderdale MOK ordinance cases.
Okay.
So I don't know, would you like?
What I do, if you could you just give me a moment, I'll call this up in just a moment.
Okay.
I want to get Mr. Kulik was in here earlier, so I want to get his out of the way. His is. Hey, Mr. Kulik, you ready to go on out?
Jonathan Silpot, yes, Judge.
Jonathan Silpot.
Main jail. This microphone is live. Remember what I told you, okay?
Sir, let me advise you, you have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right today, whatever you say can or will be used against you. Let me ask, stated let me ask Mr. Kulik, do you have any issue about...
you know what?
Oh, wait, let me back up. I need to get myself... State, this is the first degree.
Yes, it is.
He has 2 cases also, Judge. I was told.
Well, the only one we're here on today is the...
Oh, okay, just this one. All right.
Yeah.
So are you seeking a foreclosed bond over this?
Yes, Judge.
The state's agreed on without bond tonight,
Rocco?
based on...
Okay, you're next one up in this room.
Well, the report they gave me does not contain PC.
Okay.
It's no PC. I mean, you can take a look at it.
Well, there's also the additional reports from this morning. I thought you'd gotten a copy of that report this morning from... Austin, do you have it?
Yes, I have it.
No. The original juvenile transcript probable cause affidavit report.
I do not have that.
Do you want to come look at mine?
Sure.
Your Honor, David Jarrett on behalf of the state.
Is this yours? Is this the one you have?
The arresting officer filled out a probable cause affidavit. Whoever, right?
Probable cause, but I think the state's seeking to hold that bond.
This is Tider, Peter. Do you have an attorney? No. Are you going to hire your own defendant?
Who's handling the case today?
Your Honor, if it please the court, I'll handle the proof evidence presumption grade.
As to why you think this is proof evidence presumption grade today?
Your Honor, relying upon not only the probable cause affidavit from Detective Copley, and I provided both Mr. Kulik and Your Honor an additional report and a portion of an apology letter that is referenced in the reports written by Mr. Silpot. Your Honor, I believe there is proof evident that Mr. Silpot was present and an active participant in an armed carjacking in which the alleged victim was attacked, struck by his co-defendant, who is unknown at this time, with a gun. And at the very least, at that point, I know Mr. Silpot says it was a BB gun, but at the very least, in the manner it was used, it certainly classifies as a weapon. So even if it wasn't a firearm, it was used as a weapon, which would satisfy as a punishable by life felony. He admits that he was present when his co-defendant struck her. He admits to getting in the car with him, leaving the scene with him in the car, and then using that vehicle at a later date to steal another car, Your Honor, a Lexus.
All right. Do you have a response, Mr.
Yes, Judge, there's still no probable cause. Essentially what the government is saying is that despite the victim's statement that the person that hit her had dreadlocks, wearing a gray T-shirt, obviously was not my client. They want to charge my client with this. That means that somehow they arrested him, even though the victim said she could not identify him. This is going to be a problem when they try to put in evidence later on a motion to suppress. Also, under the corpus delicti rule, which does apply in this hearing, they want you to find probable cause based purely upon my client's own statement. We want you to hold him no bond based purely on his own statement. Or the rest of our case does not constitute probable cause. I would submit that's not enough. I think that he's also 16. He's an A student. He has no criminal history. His parents are very concerned about this. I think the court should set a bond.
Let me state this statement. I'd like you to respond.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm looking at the defendant right now. The defendant It does not in any way look like a black male in this court's opinion. He looks like he could be Hispanic, maybe an islander. I'm not sure, but he does not, in this court's opinion, remotely look like a black male. However, it says, as the victim was exiting her vehicle, two black males approached her. Without warning, immediately struck her in the head with a handgun. Now, we're talking about proof evident presumption great. The court has to get over that. Now, that's one issue. Right? He says that he got in a passenger car and he's sorry about that. His friend struck her in the head. Can you resolve that issue?
Your Honor, I mean, the alleged victim, which she decides this appears black. That's
But I mean, could there have been another male there, a third male?
No, Your Honor, because she's very clear that there are only two men, Your Honor, one. Two, it is not corpus delicti because the other evidence that would bring his statement in is he's found at a later date in her car. He's in the car. And he says, this is the car that was taken from her. And that we used this car, me and the person that struck her with the gun, with the BB gun, to then steal a Lexus.
The problem is it's not coming in. It's not proof evident presumption great at this point. Even worse than that, strategically for the government, this is the witness they need to get the assailant. What you need to do is just set a bond. It's not proof evident presumption great. You can put conditions. He's going home with his parents. His whole family is very upset. He's from a big family. He got a little too close to some kids that were troublemakers, and he didn't know it. He's never been in trouble himself. This is, it's not the case that they're making it out to be, that he's so dangerous that there's no conditions of bail that would, I have people out of bail on first-degree murder cases right now,
Well, Your Honor, counsel's bringing up two different issues. If it's just about the evidence, that's one issue, and we can discuss that. If it's that he's not a danger and it should be entitled to a bond, well, then that's turning into an Arthur hearing. There's other additional information I can provide to the court. Well, I do believe he is a danger, more than just this alleged incident. But, Your Honor, all the victim claimed was two men. He admitted he was one of them. Now, we're not claiming he was the person that actually struck her, but he was there. He was a participant. He entered while his co-defendant struck her in the head with a gun, knocking her to the ground, causing her to bleed profusely. He admittedly gets into the car with him. They leave. They then use this car at a later date where he's found with the car, stealing another car, which is being investigated for grand theft auto. He's caught with the stolen property, admitting he participated. The only thing he didn't do, he didn't hit her with a gun. But that under a principle theory, he doesn't need to strike her with the gun.
Okay, I'll give you one last bite of the apple here, Mr.
He's making a lot of, he's trying to get all of his yardage out of one statement from my client. You read the actual statement that he made. His friend struck the lady in the head. He felt bad about that. He specifically wrote a letter of apology to the lady that happened to her, and that he was even involved in it peripherally. However, the way she describes the event, he doesn't approach her, he doesn't attack her, he doesn't hit her. She's hit. He gets in the car. The state says he's a participant. That's a conclusion by them. Under the principal instruction, there's also the independent act instruction that we give to every jury. They can apply either one. Under the independent act instruction, if you didn't know the other guy was going to do it ahead of time, you're not responsible for what they did.
But then you'd have to ignore the fact that he allegedly got in the car and was found driving it later.
Car theft. The standard bond is $1,000.
You can't consider that as evidence, Your Honor. That he got into the car with him right at the time she struck. She falls to the ground. They both get in the car together. He didn't say, "Wow, I didn't know that was going to happen. I want nothing to do with this. I'm not going with you. Why'd you do that to this woman?" Didn't do that. Got right in the car.
That's a closing argument, but there's no good Samaritan law in this case. We'll put it that way. He had he had the wrong reaction, which certainly myself and his parents are going to talk to him about.
Right.
But is it a capital charge where that warrants no bail at all? I would say not.
I would say that I'm not going to find proof evident presumption great. I'm going to give him a bond. Tell me, state, does he have any?
A couple of things. Well, one, do you want to go sidebar? I mean, I can tell you, any prior is going to be juvenile.
Okay, so we got that. And, we have the,
Officer McCullough, just the court.
That right there, this is invoke your Fifth Amendment.
I would think.
You want her next?
Review and press umpire. Mr. Negro.
I'm thinking that he's laying down.
Your Honor, I just spoke with Ms. Lombardo. If it please the court, if I may speak on her behalf.
Are you gonna hire your own, or do you wanna put the second?
Yeah, it's just in fairness, as
I see Ms. Lombardo. Ms. Lombardo, I want you to know you have the right to speak. I understand you may be nervous right now, or this is tough for you, but you have the right to speak. And if any time you think that you would like to stand up and speak, then just wave your hand and we'll let you come up and speak. And until then, we'll prosecutor speak on your behalf. But if there's anything you want to correct or anything you want to say, just let me know and we'll let you talk, all right?
I didn't get it.
we'll explain. We'll explain.
Go ahead, Steve.
Your Honor, and I spoke with Ms. Lombardo. I can tell you, upon seeing her, you can see the marks on her forehead and her head from when she was hit with the gun, Your Honor. She's informing, and it's obvious that she is suffering great trauma from this incident. She is in fear for her safety, which is understandable for what she went through. It's very clear what she went through in this report. Struggling for safety to go to a bowling alley to seek help from anyone, Your Honor, bleeding on the floor of a bowling alley while Mr. Silpot, his co-defendant, are taking her car and taking off. This level of violence, and even if he isn't the one that actually struck her with the gun, that he's associated with someone that is doing this, leaving with this person, leaving the scene in her car, witnessing her struck. With his other pending cases, Your Honor, Mr. Silpot poses a danger to the safety of the community, quite simply, Your Honor. And frankly, how he's doing in school, I don't know how he's doing in school. How he's doing in school or how well he gets along with family does not mitigate the danger he poses to the members of this community. Your Honor, I'm going to be asking for a $75,000 bond. I'm going to be asking for pretrial release with a GPS monitor and no victim contact.
Okay. So, Laura, is there anything you want to say regarding that? Do you want to add anything?
I'm sorry, I implore you.
Okay, let me explain something. At this stage in the proceeding, I'm required under law to give him a bond. Now, I can give him a low bond or a very high bond, but I have to give him a monetary bond at this point. Okay, so there's some cases we can hold people without. At this stage, in the court's finding thus far, I'm required to. Now the bond is a matter of what we're going to talk about next, all right? So, Mr. Bulick, do you have any response? The state is asking for a $75,000 bond.
Yes, Judge, we would say that's too high. His mother, Denise, is a nurse at the hospital. She doesn't really have the financial ability to post a bond that high. If you were to post it around $10,000, but with more conditions, it's the conditions that would actually protect Mrs. Lombardo. You can put him on pretrial release. You can put him on electronic monitor so that he can be tracked 24 hours a day. And what she doesn't realize is that he's going to be on her side in this case. He's the only one who can help her with regard to that individual hitter. And she doesn't know that yet. But that's going to become apparent to her as time goes by. And, my client is going to prove himself to her. But if the court sets conditions that would protect her in the community, that would really be more important than a high monetary bond, in my opinion.
The court has concluded, well, let me ask you this. I assume that this young man does not have money to bond himself out, correct?
That's correct, Judge. He's indigent.
17 years old, he's in school, he's got no assets, correct? He'd have to rely on his mother?
Totally correct.
Okay, so the court is concerned, learning that there are some juvenile issues going on now in juvenile court. The court notes the level of violence which was allegedly carried out against Ms. Lombardo. The court notes that the strength of the case, even though it didn't rise in this court's opinion to the level of proof evident presumption great, we do have a defendant who is allegedly admitted that he was at the scene of the crime. He's found driving the car. That's pretty strong evidence that he was involved in this. And then the court is concerned that he does represent a danger to the community, considering that his juvenile matters that are pending now, along with this case. This court's going to set a $50,000 bond today. Pre-trial release, GPS monitor, house arrest. Not allowed to exit the home. You can obviously take this before the trial judge, and at that time, you can request this be modified. But the defendant is not allowed to have any contact, directly or indirectly, with Miss Donna Lombardo, directly or indirectly. He is not allowed to come within 500 feet of her, 500 feet of the Sawgrass Lanes, bowling alley, and Tamarack. Not allowed to possess any guns, weapons, firearms, or ammunition while you're out on release. Anything else, sir?
That's it. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much. Ms. Lombardo, Merci, Davidas Jaku, I don't know, sir.
Jakubauskas.
Jakubauskas.
Main jail, Judge.
Swear or affirm to translate from English to Russian, Russian to English, truthfully and to the best of your ability.
Yes, I will.
Good morning, sir.
Здравствуйте, я
Good
переводчик.
afternoon. You've been charged with battery on a person 65 years of age or older.
Вас обвиняют в нанесении оскорблений действием, то есть побоев лицу старше 65 лет.
Today is not the day of your trial.
Сегодня не день вашего суда.
You don't need to tell us about what did or did not occur.
Вы не должны нам говорить, что произошло и что не произошло.
You should sit down with your attorney in a private meeting and discuss that.
Вы должны лицом к лицу частным образом встретиться с вашим адвокатом и обсудить это.
But please do not speak about what did or did not occur surrounding your arrest.
Но, пожалуйста, сейчас не говорите о том, что произошло в связи с вашим арестом.
We are not here to find you guilty today.
Сегодня мы не для того, чтобы вас признать виновным или
We're
невиновным.
here to determine probable cause and whether you can be released from custody.
Сегодня мы собрались здесь для того, чтобы определить, есть ли были ли достаточно оснований для вашего ареста и можете ли вы быть отпущены на свободу.
The court has reviewed the police report.
Суд проанализировал полицейский протокол.
The court finds probable cause.
Суд решает, что есть основания для вашего ареста.
Sir, it's alleged that you were impaired by alcohol.
Здесь написано, что вы находились под влиянием спиртных напитков.
You committed a battery on a family member
Вы нанесли оскорбление действием члену своей семьи,
by hitting the person with your fist.
ударив этого человека кулаком.
The person is allegedly 71 years of age.
Здесь говорится, что этому человеку 71 год.
State, do you have any criminal record on this?
У вас
gentleman?
есть какие-нибудь судимости у него? Нет.
No criminal record. Sir, how long have you lived in South Florida?
Скажите, пожалуйста, сколько вы времени уже живете в Южной Флориде?
Answer?
How long have you lived in South Florida?
Сколько вы живете?
From 2004.
Are you,
From
current-
2004.
are you currently employed?
Вы работаете сейчас?
Нет.
He's shaking his head.
Okay. Do you have money in the bank?
У вас есть деньги в банке?
Нет.
А?
Нет.
No.
Taylor,
Do you own houses or property here in South Florida?
У вас есть недвижимость, дома, собственность в Южной Флориде?
Нет.
No.
Okay. Who will pay your bond to get you out of jail today?
Если мы установим залог для того, чтобы вас отпустить из тюрьмы, кто заплатит этот залог?
Mr. Victor,
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
mom.
Again in
My
English.
mom.
My mom.
Maybe my mom.
The court will set your bond at $7,500 today.
Суд устанавливает сумму залога $7,500.
Based on the level of violence,
Основывается на интенсивности или степени нанесенного насилия совершенного
concern this court has for the safety of the alleged victim.
и озабоченность суда в отношении безопасности предполагаемого потерпевшего.
The court will order that you have no contact, directly or indirectly,
По распоряжению суда вы не имеете права не иметь никакого контакта, прямого или косвенного,
with Aldona Jacob.
с Алдоной Якоб.
Do not call her,
Не звоните ей,
do not have any contact with her.
пожалуйста, не имейте никакого контакта с ней.
You must stay 500 feet from her at all times.
Вы должны находиться от нее на расстоянии не менее 500 футов в любой момент времени. От места, где ее проживание, работы
Goes to school,
или учебы.
anywhere in between.
Или между этими.
No allowed to possess any guns.
Имеете право владеть огнестрельным оружием, оружием любым,
Any firearms,
огнестрельным оружием, пистолетами
anytime.
в любое время.
Thank you.
Спасибо.
Oh, you're not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages.
И вам нельзя пить спиртные напитки.
Thank you.
Спасибо.
Off you go. Good luck.
Все,
Thank you. I think that's it for Russia today.
you're welcome. Thank you.
No, I understand the position.
Okay.
All right, it's cool.
Ma'am, you want to go with your municipal ordinance case?
Yes, please, Judge.
Come back.
I think the clerk helped me identify 3, so if I may approach.
I've got, you're from Fort Lauderdale, right? From
Yes.
Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
Okay. I can tell you the ones I have. Let me see the ones you have. Okay. I think we have another one here.
Oh, there is? Okay.
I see Forrest Bates. Forrest Bates.
Hi, I was helping out today too for Mr. McLaurin, so we can both help out together. Go sit down.
Oh, well,
Mr. Callahan.
I can leave.
No, we can do it together because I spoke to them. If you need to go, you can head out though.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I thought I was doing it today.
Man
I
of
just
the
never
people.
did call you. Hi, Judge. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Let me ask you, Mr. Who do we have here? Bates? Who's the defendant right next to you, sir?
Mr. Bates, Judge.
Mr. Bates, sir, do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir.
Are you currently
That's by
employed?
me.
No, sir.
Can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, sir.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney to help you through the hearing today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint Mr. McLaurince's office, and you're fortunate you have 2 attorneys today, sir. So now, I don't know what you've talked to the city about, but I'd be willing to just let him plead open and withhold
Just so you understand,
adjudication on this matter if that's what he wants to do.
Nobody, like,
Judge, typically I was going to suggest that, but he surrendered himself after he. I don't know if you can hear me. I hear
I got
Mr.
it, yes.
I know she.
He basically surrendered himself, I guess, the day after the warrant was issued so that he could take care of this, but he'd like to do drug court to avoid conviction on his record. So I was going to ask Your Honor, since he surrendered himself, because he did realize that there was a capias, if the court would consider giving him a ROR due to the fact that he self-surrendered.
Sir, what's your address right now?
5376 Northwest 79th Way, Parkland, Florida, 33067.
Okay, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're going to get a court date in the mail, okay? Make sure you show up to court this time.
I didn't sign an order for Bates. Somebody made it. How about Joe Curtis?
He's on his way up, Judge. We were hoping if the court could extend a withholding court cost as to this. I was not aware of the offers extended by the city, to be honest with you, Judge. I don't know if
Let me put
she
it
can
this
help you
way.
out.
How you doing, Joe Curtis?
Pretty good. Nice seeing you, Your Honor.
Good seeing you again. How you been? Everything okay?
Yeah.
How's Tom doing? How's
Robert Thomas,
Robert Thomas?
he's in the hospital. He fell down and he broke his elbow. He had to go back and have surgery on it.
Really?
He's still in the hospital.
All right.
He broke his ankle. He broke his elbow, I mean.
Joe, do you want me to appoint the attorney to represent you today in here?
Yes, I would, Your
Okay,
Honor.
so I'm going to appoint Mr. McLaurince's office. If you want to plead no contest, case is over with today. You're out of jail today. You want to do that?
Yes, sir, I would like to do that.
How do you plead?
No contest, Your
Okay,
Honor.
I'm going to accept that withhold adjudication. Good
Thank
seeing
you.
you. Take care of yourself, all right?
Good seeing you. Take care of yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
And the final matter that we had,
Who's that?
Mr. Thomas, what page is he on, Dale? He's got a city case and a public defender case.
Okay, Thomas,
Yes.
sir, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, you can't afford to hire your own lawyer.
No.
Would you like me to give you a free attorney to help you on these cases today?
Would you like us to represent you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
on the state case, it's going to be Mr. Miller on we're going to have Mr. McLaurince's office on the municipal ordinance case.
Okay.
And,
Just like I told
okay,
you.
now, if he wants to plead no contest, both are over with today. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You understand we're not going to have a trial, you're not going to have your day in court, they're wrapped up right now. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
Okay, I'll accept your plea on both. We'll withhold adjudication, and good luck, all right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. I'll come on over to say hi.
Okay, we have another.
Yeah, there
Richard.
was one more,
You better
I'm
say,
not
ma'am.
sure, it's on page 9 of your docket, Richard Wilson.
Where's Richard Wilson?
North Broward. Hey,
North
Hey,
Broward?
morning, Mr. Hurley.
How you doing, Mr. Wilson?
Not too bad, not too bad.
All right. Well,
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Day going smooth.
There's a
Yeah,
bit
they
reset.
did.
No, it's a bit
Are they
reset.
taking care of you up there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like always, always. Got my own private room. Everything's Gucci.
Okay.
Everything's Gucci.
Everything's
Well,
Gucci.
let me tell you, you've been charged with disorderly conduct on a state case, on a municipal ordinance case in the city of Fort Lauderdale. They gave you a panhandling charge, said you were intoxicated, banging on people's windows of cars. Oakland Park and A1A. Approach your vehicle. So, can I tell you, you know what I think the best thing to do here?
What?
Let me ask, sir, are you currently employed?
I am looking for work. I was looking for work down at the boat show, and I picked up a couple hours. It's not nothing
You can't afford to hire your own attorney.
No, I can't afford. I can't afford to hire my
Would
own.
you like me to give you a free attorney on count 2?
No, I don't think it's
Well,
necessary.
here's what I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna resolve your case, I'm gonna send you over to Judge Lerner Wren, all right?
Okay.
So, don't you think it's probably a good idea that I give you a free attorney? Maybe help you get in front of Judge Lerner Wren quicker?
You don't think we could just wrap this up today? I don't think I was knocking on.
I really.
I think I just asked a man for a cigarette,
Well,
and basically,
You know what?
it's been a.
I just think Judge Lerner Wren's a little bit more skilled than this court is regarding issues you have. Okay? I think she can help you up. She's got some expertise. So would you?
You don't think we could just wrap it up today?
Yeah. Would you like me to give you a free attorney?
Yeah, I want us to do that. Why don't you go ahead and give me a free
Mr.
attorney?
McLaurin, I'm gonna appoint his office on this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Judge, just for clarification, if we can go just off for 2
Hold on
seconds.
one moment, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. All right. Good seeing you.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
Like always.
Take care.
Like always.
All right. Joe Curtis, I like Richard. Nice guys. I really do.
Judge, next time we need to ask Mr. Curtis where the other guy fell down at. Maybe I'll pay him a visit.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's CVS or something, Publix.
There you go. You got a figure, right?
Right.
Okay, where's Clarence Henderson? Clarence Henderson.
North Broward.
How you doing, Judge Early?
Hey, Mr. Henderson, how you doing today?
I'm all right, sir.
Sir, I know you can't afford an attorney. Would you like me to give you a free attorney in the courtroom here, help you out today?
Is there any way we can resolve this
We
today?
probably could resolve it, but would you like to have an attorney help you through the hearing?
I guess so.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint Mr. Shate. And then, Mr. Shate, if this gentleman wants to plead no contest, we'll wrap it up today. He's not going to have a trial. He goes home today.
That's fine.
You want to do that, Mr. Henderson? Plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you plead?
No contest.
Yeah, I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck. Thank you. How about
All right, thank
Livingston
you.
Bell?
Conti, Judge. Conti.
Got it.
Conti?
Where is
We're looking for
Livingston
Livingston.
Bell?
Yeah.
Livingston Bell.
Conti, Your Honor.
Okay.
Last name Bell?
Yes. Mr. Bell, count 3, municipal ordinance violation, trespassing. Mr. Bell, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
No, sir.
Would you like me to give you a special public defender here in the courtroom? It won't cost you anything, it's free.
Yes, sir. I just came from court yesterday, sir.
Okay? That was on count 1 and 2, I bet.
Yeah. They put me on probation.
Okay.
They
You want to work?
didn't know about.
Would you like to resolve this case today and plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand we're not going to have a trial, you're not going to have your day in court, it's over with right now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, how do you plead, sir?
No contest, Your Honor.
Mr. Shea, do you see any reason the defendant can't take this plea at this time?
No, Judge.
I'll accept it, I'll withhold adjudication, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay. I think we're done.
That's it, Judge?
Judge, did you do Leo Dan
If
Gonzalez
you
at
need to,
North
Judge, I'll be
Broward?
next door.
What did I do?
Did you do Leo Dan Gonzalez at North Broward?
No. Why, is that come out?
MO 40. It looks like a Hollywood case.
Oh, Leodon Gonzalez. Judge,
did
I
I
think
say?
we just resolved, well, was he here? Because I think we just resolved him yesterday also. I did 5 cases, I did 5 or 6 cases for him yesterday. He's under an alias of Ramos.
Oh, no, we didn't do that. No, you're right. Oh, wait, we're not done yet. You know what? Okay, you gonna be next door?
Yeah.
Hold it, wait, before you leave, we do have a couple more here.
Leodon
Missy
Gonzalez.
Hope Oberlin? You know, I just have to finish these municipal ordinance case. I'll call you. Where's Hope Overland?
North Broward, Judge.
North Broward, do you have Hope Overland?
Yeah, we got her, Your Honor. I gotta wake her up.
You hope? I hope he's back.
Keep hope alive. Goodness.
Okay, hey, Miss Overland. Ma'am, you have a warrant here for sleeping on city property. Would you like to, let me ask you, ma'am, are you currently employed?
No.
Do you have any money in the bank?
No.
Okay, would you like me to give you an attorney? I can give you a free attorney in the courtroom, special public defender, who can help you through this
Okay.
hearing. Would you like that?
All right. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint Mr. Shate to represent you. Mr. Shate, if this defendant would like to plead no contest, I'll withhold adjudication. That'll be the end of it. Is that what you'd like to do, ma'am? Resolve your case today, plead no contest, no trial,
Yes.
no day in court, and you leave
Yes.
jail today? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, how do you plead, ma'am?
No contest.
Any reason she shouldn't take this?
No, Judge, no.
So I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Overland.
Thank you.
What about Cindy Coper?
Try North Broward, Judge.
North Broward.
Good afternoon, sir.
How you doing, Miss Coper?
You know that judge, right?
Yeah, I do. How you been?
Oh, I've been okay. How about you?
I'm trying to get rid of this warrant, sir.
All right,
I
ma'am.
found out I had a warrant. I'll take care of this today.
Here, let me look.
Please.
Okay. This Coper, Cindy Coper,
Yeah,
C-O-V-E-R-T.
I mean, it's partially your guys' fault.
Ma'am,
Oh
boy.
He's performing for you guys. I just want
Ma'am, Miss Cover, would you like to resolve your
Yes, I would, sir. No,
Let me ask you, ma'am, are you currently employed?
no,
Do you have any money in the bank?
no, no bank accounts, no job.
Would you like me to appoint an attorney to represent you?
Why? I have no contest.
Okay. Okay. Well, do you need an attorney to plead no contest today, or can you go without an attorney?
I don't have an attorney, but yes, sir.
You would like one, or you don't need one?
Yeah, all accused. No, I don't need one.
You don't? Okay. Well, if you want to plead no contest, the case will be over with today. Do you understand that, Ms. Covert?
Yes, sir,
You're
I
not
do.
going to have a trial. The case is wrapped up right now. Is that what you want to do?
On both cases?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The one?
Both.
Thank you.
How do you plead,
Thank
ma'am?
you. No contest.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'll withhold adjudication. Now, one more.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you, ma'am. Do you really wish people happy Halloween?
Judge, that resolves your state case as well?
You know,
I don't know. Do you
That
really wish
resolves your
people a
state
happy
case as
Halloween? You don't have it on that? Okay. Okay, we resolved both, state and municipal ordinance, but that just occurred to me. Really wish, I don't know. All
Happy
right.
Halloween.
Violation of probation on Miss, oh, you know what? It's not a municipal case. Okay. Now we're hopping around here. Let's go back to you, ma'am. Which case you here on?
Judge, did you do Gonzalez?
Of LaRonda Hill on
at the
page
North
5 of
Broward?
Your Honor's docket.
No, hold on. Let me look. Is it a female?
Yes.
Oh, no.
You want to wait?
Either no.
how do you know?
Yes, I do, kind of. Hold on.
Oh, she's at the podium.
I don't see Gonzalez. Is it a municipal ordinance case?
This case is
Gonzalez
Hill.
is on page 9 of the morning docket, Judge. It's a municipal ordinance, 2 capiases. And he's at North Broward.
Okay. I don't have a Gonzalez right now, but we'll take care of it in a little while, all right? Now, we have Miss LaRonda Hill. Miss LaRonda Hill?
Good
Hi, ma'am.
afternoon, Your Honor.
You're being represented by Attorney Coward. She's in the courtroom with us. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to make any comments. Allow your attorney to speak on your behalf. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Coward, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Ma'am, your client has been charged with aggravated child abuse and resisting arrest without violence. Do you have any comment about probable cause today? If you don't, we can just turn to bond and release conditions.
Your Honor, I'll go ahead and proceed with the bond and release conditions.
Find probable cause state, does this defendant have a criminal record?
Your Honor, she currently has a pending battery in front of Judge Solomon.
A battery in front of Judge Solomon?
Yes, Judge.
And give me the case number.
14-10099 MM10A.
Okay. It's open.
She also has 2006 violation of a domestic violence injunction and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. And in 2002, she was arrested for domestic violence battery, and that charge was dropped.
What year was that?
2002.
Okay, so. Okay. Okay, so now, Ms. Coward, your client has a prior violation of injunction, contributing delinquency of a child in 2006, prior domestic battery in 2002, which was dropped. So, I've read the facts of the case. It does look like Child Protective Investigative Services have been involved in this already.
Yeah, I just left there before I came here, Judge.
What did they do? I guess you're in front of a dependency.
Yes, Judge Gillespie moments ago, and it was 2 kids in her household. The 8 or 9-year-old, the one who's subject to this complaint, has been placed with his father, and the 16-year-old who's not subject to this complaint has been placed with his aunt. So both of the kids are currently placed with relatives at this time. You are now asked the court to obviously ask the court to set her a bond, ask the court to set her a reasonable bond. It specifically would assert that the 2002 was dropped and ask that the court not consider that and only consider the 2006 matter. On her behalf, Your Honor, I would like to say Ms. Hill has been gainfully employed up until this arrest for the exact same job since approximately 2010. She's not a flight risk. She would come to court. She served as intern in my office while she was in college, hence the nature of our relationship. I don't think that she's not at risk of committing any harm to the child or anyone else because the children are no longer in the home. And I think that justice will be served by allowing her to post a bond, and she is no risk to anyone.
Go ahead, Steve.
I guess what my concern is, Your Honor, and it might not be against the children right now since they've been taken out of the home, but I have concerns that Ms. Hill, I don't know if it's anger management issues or loss of self-control, but that she may resort to violence when, in certain situations. She has a pending battery. She has against, I believe, her ex. She has these allegations, Your Honor. She apparently had an injunction filed against her in the past, or a no contact order, because she pled out violating that, where there was obviously something involving a child, because she pled out to contributing to the delinquency. So I don't think that just removing the children from the home removes all concerns about future violent behavior, Your Honor. So I've just asked the court, when setting a bond, to take that into consideration.
Well, the court's going to set her bond account one at $3,500 today. I think that's very reasonable under the circumstances, Ms. Coward. And that's taken into consideration. She does have an open battery case. The court's not going to disturb that.
I'm going to turn the record on that, Your Honor. So I'll take care of it.
Okay, and then she was part of violation of injunction, that domestic battery. The court can consider that, even though it was dropped that evening. But I'm not taking it all into consideration. I think $3,500 is reasonable. I'm going to order that Ms.
Hill.
Ms. Hill, I'm going to order that you are to follow the dependency judge's orders regarding visitation, regarding any type of communication or contact with the children. So I'm putting my order alongside that judge's order. Let me advise you, that applies to a 9-year-old male with the initials of BF, that's Bravo Foxtrot, and that also applies to I think a 16-year-old female, that's right?
It's a male.
16-year-old male. We know his initials.
S.H.
S.H. Also S.H. You're only allowed to have any communication or contact with them pursuant to what Judge Gillespie's orders are. All right, ma'am, thank you.
Thank you. He'll be able to get you later, Lorenda.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bye-bye.
Okay. Barbara, hold on one moment. Ma'am, which case are you here on? Cusimano, please. Rocco Cusimano.
Judge, he's on page 2 of your docket.
Mr. Cusimano, you're charged with domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. Do you have a criminal record on Cusimano?
All right, and
Ma'am, do you swear or affirm? Could you raise your hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, tell us your name.
Namia Bernie.
Okay. And how is it you know Mr. Cusimano?
My husband.
How long have you been married?
Since 2009.
Do you have children together?
One daughter.
How old is she?
4.
Okay. And who's taking care of your daughter right now?
I have an older son, not his, and she's with him.
Okay. Is there any contact with the alleged victim? Oh, you're right. Sorry. State, no criminal record, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Ma'am, were you injured in this? Do you have any injuries?
No.
Ma'am, has there been any history of any kind of violence in this relationship?
Yep.
Okay. Do you mind telling me about that?
It was. Excuse me.
Can we get some tissue to her, please?
She has, yeah.
Get some tissue. Okay, ma'am. Go ahead.
It's 2010.
Okay.
And he just hit me in the face. We got over that hump, but it happened again yesterday.
Okay. And back in 2010.
Yeah.
Did you go to the hospital?
No, I was a bit isolated, being that we were in Italy. Language is off. I didn't speak Italian, not really, and I didn't know anything about who I had to call.
Did you go to the police?
I eventually spoke to a friend of ours, and she gave me all information. I never went to the police. We resolved the issue as I thought there.
What set that 2010 incident off? Was there alcohol or drugs involved?
He thought I called him a name, and I didn't. And he just swung at me and hit me.
Now, from 2010 to now, have there been any other times where there's been any physical violence?
No.
Now,
We could always talk things out.
Has
This
there ever
time.
been any alcohol or drugs involved in any of this?
No.
Do you ever know him to carry any guns or weapons with
No.
him? How is he with the child?
He's not like that. He may tell her that she needs to do something.
But there's no
a little
abuse
bit.
with the child?
No,
Okay.
never.
Now, do you believe that if he's released from jail that he represents a danger to you?
No. I just think he needed a cool off period after what happened.
Well, it's the second time from what you're telling me it's happened. So let me ask you this. Does he have somewhere else he can stay for the
No.
time being? Do you have friends? Do you two have friends or
We
family
just
here?
moved here.
From where?
Italy.
Oh, really? What type of work does he do?
He does some mechanical work on Navy ships or cruise ships, repairing boat systems.
You two own your own home?
No.
No?
We don't own anything.
No. Do you two have a joint account?
No.
No, he has his own account? Bank account?
No. Not here in the United States.
Okay, but does he have money?
Uh,
I mean,
there, I'm not quite sure if,
right.
but here, no, not really.
All right. Is it tough for you two to make your bills?
It will be.
Really? Are you relying on him? Do you rely on him to pay the bills of the home?
For now, until the next month, I'm looking for work. I haven't found anything.
What type of work do you do?
I was a home visitor for issues like this. Children under the age of 3.
Really?
Who were at risk at school and also in home. And before that, I was in accounting.
Okay. All right. State, do you have any recommendation today? It seems like there's a history of domestic violence in the home.
I wouldn't be seeking necessarily a high bond. I think there should be some bond, and I think there needs to be no contact at this point.
Were you injured at all, ma'am?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to let him find somewhere else to stay for the time being. Here's what's going to happen now.
Yes.
He goes back to court in about a month from now. He'll go in front of Judge McHugh. She is on the other side of the courthouse, and she's a domestic violence judge. She's going to handle this. And at that time, you can bring this matter back up before Judge McHugh and explain to her what happened today. That there's a history of this, if you want to bring that out. But my big thing, two things. I want to make sure you're safe. There shouldn't be a second time. It shouldn't be a first time. And it looks like it's happened twice. And the other thing is, I want to make sure it doesn't happen again. So what I'm going to do is, go ahead.
Oh, and Your Honor, we will also, our victim advocate will inform her of services that are also available to assist her.
Okay. Okay.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Without. May I approach?
Yeah. Can the public defender come up here with me for a moment, Mr. Absal? Ma'am, come on up here. Okay, I'm going to release the defendant on his own recognizance today. He has to report to pretrial release tomorrow morning between 8 and 4, downtown Fort Lauderdale. Sir, they'll give you a map right there. I'm going to limit your contact to telephone only. You can have telephone contact, and when I say telephone, you can do email, you can do internet contact with your wife. You're going to see another judge in about a month, and the next judge can modify what I've done today. But for the time being, your contact with Ms. Bruni is limited to telephone, email, electronic communication. That's going to be the limit. You're not allowed to have in-person contact with her for the time being, at least. No in-person contact. Stay 500 feet from her where she lives, works, goes to school, anywhere in between. You're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or ammunition while you're on release. If you need your clothing or personal belongings from the home, contact your wife. She can drop them off somewhere and you can pick them up. All right? Ma'am, I'm sorry we had to meet under these circumstances. I wish you the best, all right?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay, Barbara Lara, Logiri Jack Dixon. Oops, what I do too many?
Barbara Laura's over at North Broward Jail, Judge. And I did have an opportunity to speak with her.
Okay.
Interesting. Hi, Your Honor.
Good.
Tim.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ma'am, you're charged with aggravated battery, domestic violence-related matter. The court finds probable cause.
Judge, I'm not going to make an argument as to probable cause, but just being amazed, I could see this eventually being filed maybe as a third-degree battery with bodily harm. But I think there's enough there. But I'll just wait until the state does their priors.
Okay, State, do you have any criminal record?
Your Honor, 2006 grand theft, 04 resisting without violence, disorderly conduct, 98 grand theft, VOP. We had contact with the alleged victim. He is not concerned for his safety.
Judge, I did speak with her. She can I just say a couple things off the record?
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Judge, she has no money in the bank. She actually is a truck driver. She was supposed to go to South Carolina to help out with the flooding up there. She does have a boss that she hopes will bond her out. She could get in contact with her. And she does have a place to stay separate and apart from the victim.
And based on the level of violence, the facts of the case, your criminal record, 2 grand thefts with a violation of probation, I'm going to order your bonds at $1,000. No contact with James Young. Do not call him, text him, email him. No contact directly or indirectly. Stay 500 feet from him, all of his property, all the time. You're not allowed to possess any guns, any weapons, firearms, or ammunition while you're out. Thank you, ma'am.
Judge, will the court appoint the public defender's office and order a mental health screen?
I will.
Thank you.
You order mental health right on. Thank you. Ms. Logiri Dixon.
Thank you. Main jail, Your Honor.
Holy cow.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Romero. Okay, domestic violence
better
battery,
looking
Mr. Romero.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court finds probable cause on this defendant, Mr. Dixon, and court finds probable cause. State, are there priors on this gentleman?
Yes, Judge.
Was there contact with the alleged victim on this?
There was no contact.
Okay, go ahead.
Priors include an arrest for battery, 2010, that was dropped. Aggravated fleeing, eluding, resisting without violence, 09. Possession of cocaine, marijuana, assault on a law enforcement officer, 09. Arrest for battery in 09, that was dropped. No, end of record.
Got it. Mr. Romero, anything you want to say on behalf of this defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Dixon's been a resident here in South Florida for the past 25 years. He has strong family ties to this community. He's currently employed. He works at Checkers as an assistant manager. He's been steadily employed, Your Honor, for the past 4 years. Unfortunately, financially, he has no money in the bank. He has no property, Your Honor. He has 3 children, ages 7, 5, and 18 months. He's the sole financial provider for his household, Your Honor. He does have a separate place to reside other than with the alleged victim to alleviate any of the court's concerns, Your Honor. Unfortunately, he does not who can financially post his bond, Your Honor. We'd be asking you to consider ROR on Mr. Dixon's behalf.
I understand, sir. Based on the level of violence, you do have a prior battery, aggravated fleeing and eluding. I'm going to set your bond at $2,500. Order, you're not allowed to have any contact with Ashley Bunch, directly or indirectly. You're not allowed to come within 500 feet of her where she lives, works, goes to school. You're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or ammunition while you're on release. And you are not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's it.
Okay, may I see Roger Bentoncourt?
He's here present at Maine, Your Honor.
How you doing today, Your
Hi,
Honor?
sir. Domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. State, do we have any priors on this
Hold
gentleman?
on a second. One moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Romero, anything you want to add? Is there contact?
Your Honor, yes, he's been here for the past month and a half, Your Honor. He has no money in the bank. He does have a place separate and apart from the alleged victim. We'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm showing a woman in California has a it's an order of protection that's in place till June of 2016.
When was it entered? Yeah.
2013. Additionally, Your Honor, out of California, he was convicted of violating the injunction 2013, sentenced to 3 years probation. Additionally, 2013, domestic violence, also 3 years probation. In 2013, he was arrested for domestic violence battery. He was dropped. End of record.
Got it. Okay. Sir, today it does say here that your girlfriend called, Carla Perez called the police, 911. Said you're the boyfriend, hitting her in the face with your hand. It says that you ripped the phone out of her hand, broke the screen, threw it on the ground, and then began to punch her in the back of her head. With your fist, hit her several times. The police noticed the back of her head. There were bumps on the back of her head, and her lip was swollen and bleeding. I do note you have prior domestic batteries out of California. A woman had to go to court to get an injunction against you. You allegedly violated the injunction. Court's going to set your bond at $7,500. Also based on your lack of ties to Broward County. You've been here a little bit more than a month. Court will order. You're not allowed to have any contact directly or indirectly with Carla Perez. Do not call her, text her, or email her. Stay 500 feet from her at all times. That is where she lives, works, goes to school. All of her property, you're not allowed to possess guns, firearms, or ammunition while you're on release. Thank you. May I see Sarah Fetro?
Straight up the middle outside, sir.
Sarah Fetro?
North Broward.
Ms.
Outside.
Fetro, you have a out of custody. You have a warrant for
I just need to make a copy of it.
lewd act, prostitution. Court finds there's probable cause. Was this failure to show up in court? Was it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ma'am, your bond's $1,000. Thank you. How
Can
about
we
Karen?
settle this today, please?
Excuse me?
Could we settle this today?
No, we're not gonna, I'm gonna let it go to the division, ma'am. Thank you. May I see Karen Jacobs, Brenda Lewis, Astral Gooden. Karen Jacobs?
It's right there.
Where's Karen Jacobs?
Your Honor, let me try and see if she's here. Karen Jacobs? No. It's Karen Jacobs, is that a medical reset?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, Friday PM. How about Brenda Lewis?
Brenda Lewis.
Friday PM. Brenda Lewis, stand by.
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
Hold on. Hi, may I speak with Miss Vassiana, please?
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Judge Hurley. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing well. Ma'am, I've got your client Brenda Lewis right in front of the court right now.
Right.
She's charged with grand theft. Do you have any issue about probable cause?
Astral Gooden?
I don't.
It's probably a different
Okay,
jail.
who's going to find probable cause? Do we have any prior state on Ms. Vassiana?
Patrice, did you have anything?
Brownlee? Beerly Brownlee?
Whoops, sorry about that. That's
Hope not.
that was
I
kind
hope not, Judge.
that was some judge humor there, ma'am. I was asking whether the attorney had a criminal.
Alejandro Castro.
She has no criminal record, right? Okay, so Ms. Vassiana, she has no criminal record. Are you gonna be representing her on this matter, ma'am?
I am.
Okay. Let me just look here.
Okay.
Ma'am, Miss Brenda Lewis, are you gonna still live on 20th Court in Sunrise when you're released from custody, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance today, ma'am. Keep in touch with your attorney, all right? Thank you, Ms.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, Astral Gooden.
That's your doctor.
Right here, ma'am, right here.
Court. She's in court.
Bonds in 5,000, 2,500. How about Beerly Brownlee? Beerly Brownlee.
Your Honor, he was a new placement from the main jail to the Conti facility. Give me about 5 minutes, I'll get him up here.
Okay, that's fine. How about Alejandro Castro?
He's here, present, Your Honor. Come on up, Mr. Castro.
Mr. Castro, your bond has been posted for battery and disorderly conduct. You're not allowed to have any direct or indirect contact with Leonel Lopez. No contact with him. You must stay 500 feet from him at all times. You are not allowed to consume any alcoholic beverages while you're out on release, all right? Thank you.
Sir, Your Honor. Where do you want? That's my neighbor.
Your Honor, I believe the alleged victim is his neighbor. You didn't put any, as far as distance, how close he can be, correct?
Now, you know what? Just
No?
don't have any
Okay.
contact with him. Stay away from him and his vehicle. And all right,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Yes,
How
sir.
about
Thank you, Your Honor.
Million Walfris,
Million
Julio
Walfris, come on.
Flores, Michael Simonet Adderley.
Okay, you're Million Welfres? Yes. Okay, he's here, President Maine, Your Honor.
Sir, you have a traffic criminal case, driving on a
2008.
suspended license. Mr. Walfris, give me a moment.
Oh, this is old, man.
2008. Walfris, do you still live on 3rd Court in Pembroke Pines?
You live in Third Court, Pembroke Pines?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to lower your bond to $100, all right? So just bond out. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. Thank you.
How about Julio Flores?
Mr. Flores, come on in.
Mr. Flores, trespassing. Would you like to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Sir, if you plead no contest, it's over with today. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you plead, sir?
No contest, sir.
Okay, I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck, Mr. Flores.
Okay, you're done.
How about
Can we leave?
Simonet
Yep.
Adderley? Simonet Adderley.
Adderley? Simonet?
Bond? $25, I would imagine, right?
On page 10. Page 10. They're looking right now, Your Honor.
How about Schneider Joseph, Rocky Thompson,
Your
Andre
Honor.
Ayala, and Nelson De Jesus? Line up if I called out your name.
Your Honor, on Simonet, Adderley, I've been advised bonded.
Got it. How about Schneider?
Schneider.
Yes, sir.
Schneider Joseph. Sir. Right, Joseph Schneider, Schneider Joseph.
You two guys get us some.
If it's over, no problem. I apologize. That's Rocky Thompson.
North Broward, Schneider Joseph. Grand theft on count 5, 1,000. Dealing in stolen property, count 6, 3,500. False ownership of pawn items, count 7, $3,500. Thank you. How about Rocky Thompson?
Conti.
Rocky Thompson, sir. Burglary of a dwelling unarmed, and count 7 is larceny from someone 65 years of age or older. I know you came through the other day with your relatives regarding scheming on elderly people. The facts of this case are similar to those. This lady was allegedly 85 years old, same type of thing, told her you were going to spray her backyard for bugs, and instead went in the house, took her jewelry, total value about $200,000. She identified you from a double-blind lineup, and she gave a sworn statement. Allegedly, you said the gypsies or whoever never hurt anyone. I know you came in the other day. You told us you were part of a gypsy family, and the court learned your criminal record from the other day. Taking that into consideration now, the court's going to set your bond on count 1, this burglary. Count 1's going to be $150,000. Count 2 will be $100,000. That's more in line of what you allegedly took in this case. The court's going to order no contact with Elizabeth Tracy. Thank you. When I say, let me be clear. When I say gypsy, you're the one who told the court you're a part of a gypsy clan. I want to just let you know, I'm not using it as a pejorative. You're the one who brought that to the surface or brought that out the last time we were here. I want to be clear about that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, are you represented? Sir. Sir. Okay.
Okay.
Are you represented by a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Who's your lawyer?
Martin Ross.
Thank you. Andre Ayala.
He's here, President Maine, Your Honor.
Sir, driving on a license suspended, count 1. Count 3, probation violation. Count 3, that's no bond. Count 1, $750. Thank you. Nelson DeJesus.
And then the date is
October 26th.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Okay. Nelson DeJesus, where are you, sir? Sir, trafficking.
He's here at Maine, Your Honor.
Trafficking and methamphetamine. Court finds probable cause. State, do we have any criminal record on this defendant?
Your Honor, I'm showing that
Defendant allegedly sold a confidential informant 18.5 grams of methamphetamine for $1,500. Go ahead, State.
2010 out of date, battery. 2009 out of date, battery, false imprisonment.
Mr. Romero, anything you want to tell us?
Yes, Your Honor. In speaking with Mr. DeJesus, he's been here in South Florida for the past 15 years. He has strong family ties. He hopes his family and friends will be able to bond him out, but financially it's going to be close to an impossibility. He's a waiter at Dolores Restaurant with tips and his hourly wage. He makes about $10 an hour. In the bank, all he has is $100 in the bank, Your Honor. He owns no property. We'd ask you to set a reasonable bond on Mr. DeJesus'
Sir,
behalf.
today the court's going to lower your bond to we're going to lower your bond based on your criminal record, the facts of the case, at $15,000. You can bond out of jail. The court took into consideration you're facing a minimum mandatory.
Judge Brownlee is present at Conti.
Shirley Brownlee.
You're done. Brownlee.
Brownlee.
Yes, Your Honor.
Brownlee.
Where's Brownlee? Mr. Brownlee.
Conti.
Count 2 bond surrender, $500, sir, on a no valid driver's license. All right, thank you. Now, Leodin Gonzalez.
Leota Gonzalez.
Yeah, that was a municipal ordinance case from earlier.
Oh. Morning, Charlie.
Hi, Mr. Gonzalez.
How you doing, sir?
Sir, are you being held on count 1 through 5? I'm going to reset these cases for tomorrow.
No, they're already done. Count 1 to 5 is done. Started yesterday.
What did they do?
Time served.
What kind of cases were they? What were they?
Solomon, Judge Solomon.
MS? Look, I don't have the attorney here for municipal ordinance cases.
Can we resolve it?
Well, we could.
Sure.
Do you need, I could call the lawyer back, he could come back over here. Would you like,
Yes, sir.
do you want me to do that, or can you go
Yes,
without
sir.
an attorney?
Whatever you want to,
No,
resolve
it's-
it.
If you resolve it, I'm gonna let you out of jail, I'll withhold adjudication, you're
Yes.
on your way. Would you like to
Yes,
do it
resolve
without it? Look, I want you to know something, if you want me to take the time, I'll go get the attorney to come back over here, if you want me to do that. But I'm gonna tell you, if the attorney's not here, I'm gonna give you a withheld adjudication and let you out of jail today, and the case is over with.
I would let you do that.
Would you need me to get the attorney?
Yes.
You do? Okay, so hold on. Hold on one moment. Well, have a seat, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes, sir.
Horace Agenor, Bronson
He's here
Salas,
present at Maine, Your Honor.
Leonard Hendricks,
Mr. Boris, how do you pronounce your last name?
Agenor.
Aguilar.
Sir, aggravated battery with the deadly weapon. Court finds probable cause, allegedly broken beer bottle. I think this was the other. Okay. Okay. Do you, I'm gonna find probable cause. Do we have any priors on Mr. Agenor?
One moment, Judge.
Yeah.
Sutures were required to close the victim's head due to this defendant allegedly hitting him over the head with the beer bottle.
Your Honor, Mr. Agenor is interesting. He's currently out on bond for domestic violence battery. He was actually scheduled for an arraignment this morning in front of Judge McHugh.
Okay. Okay. What's case number?
158718 MM10A.
Okay, and do you have anything you want to say on this defendant's behalf, Mr. Romero?
Yes, Your Honor. In speaking with Mr. Aguilar, he's been a resident here in South Florida for the past 10 years. He has strong family ties. He goes to school. He goes to Whittam Rogers School, Your Honor. He's in 12th grade. Financially, has no money in the bank, no property. He does live with his mother, Your Honor. He was employed about a month ago at Family Dollar, making $8.05. Unfortunately, he lost his job. He's looking for employment, Your Honor. We'd be asking you to consider a reasonable bond.
Okay.
And also, we're going to need a photo order, Your Honor, to capture the injuries that Mr. Aguilar sustained.
Go to the state. I'm going to let this go to Judge McHugh and determine. I'm going to set your bond today for the aggravated battery, sir, at I'm going to set it at $2,500. All right. I'm going to order you have no contact directly or indirectly with Robinson Lazare. Thank you. How about Bronson Salas? Bronson Salas. Sir, resisting arrest. Count 1, 100, probation violation on 2, no bond. 3, a warrant, 250. Thank you. How about Leonard Hendricks?
Mr. Hendricks, come on up. How you doing, sir?
Sir, you have a warrant on a felony, no bond. Thank you. How about Peter
You're going to be senior
Tyler,
judge October
Mark
27th.
Morrison, Michael Cantania, and Lucas Del Negro?
How do you pronounce your name? Tyder. Tyder? Okay, come on up, Mr. Tyder.
Sir, grand theft. Court finds probable cause, Mr. Tyder. State, do we have any criminal record on this gentleman?
One moment.
Sir, you're from Ormond Beach, am I correct?
Yes.
How long have you been in Broward?
Now about 5-6 months.
What do you do for work here?
I worked for a pool company. I was staying in a halfway house trying to, stay clean, and I relapsed.
For what? What is the felony for? Oh, boy.
Huh?
Is he out on pretrial?
What?
What's the case number? Sir, today your bond's 1,000. Your bond's revoked on 15-13231. CF10, you're out on a grand theft now. You allegedly commit another grand theft. Thank you. That bond's revoked. How about Mark Morrison?
Okay, go.
Mark Morrison, possession of...
Mr. Morrison, come on up.
Right here, sir.
He's here.
Sir, possession of PVP, resisting arrest, parole violation. Count 1's 1,000. 2 ROR, 3 no bond. Thank you. How about Michael Catania?
Judge, I would argue no PCS to the burglary.
Catania?
I would say that it was an open, the place was open to the public. So I would think there was more as to a theft, and I don't know how much was taken.
Defendant's been stealing coins from the washing machines for the last several days. Every morning for work, he has been noticing the washing machines located. Okay. He has been watching his security cameras, noticed that the defendant has been coming into the business for several nights, approximately 23:30, and begins to tamper with the washing machine's coin slot.
Judge doesn't say it was close to business and that he wasn't allowed to come inside. I mean,
I'm just taking a review of it. Let me look. Okay, you clearly see the defendant machine tampering, left hand. Defendant seen on video. State, I kind of think he's right. What do you think? I don't see it as a burglary. I see it as a theft.
That's fine. What's he out again? Patrice?
What's the case number? Wait, say it again. What's that for? Okay. Okay, court's going to find probable cause for petty theft, and I'm going to set his bond today at $1,000. Revoke his bond on 15-10329 CF10. You can be held without bond. Lucas Del Negro.
What's that? Yes, it is.
Lucas Del Negro, sir. Reckless driving on count 1. That bond's 100. The DUI is 500 on 2. Probation violation on 3 and 4. No bond.
Judge, I think the DUI may be. They're saying he was under the influence, but there were no roadsides. He did refuse, but I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, okay, I apologize. Withdraw.
Thank you. Kevin Biddle, Bobby Richardson,
Mr. Biddle's here, Your Honor.
Anthony Smith, and Darius Johnson.
This is partner down the phone.
Sir, possession of methamphetamine. The court finds probable cause, Mr. Biddle. So I'm going to release you to pretrial release. You have to be there tomorrow morning between 8 and noon time, and they'll give you a map right there, okay?
I'll give him a map right now, Your Honor.
You're going to be drug tested while you're out, all right? How about Bobby
This is the map as far as how to get there, okay? You take care of it.
Okay,
You have
first
to
off, we're
report there
not going to be,
tomorrow.
at this time, we're not going to be seeking
By 8 in the
pretrial
morning.
detention. I would ask to be heard just as to refresh the court's recollection as far as the bond and the conditions I'll be seeking.
Richardson, we talked yesterday. Are you currently employed?
No, sir.
Do you have any money in the bank?
No, sir.
Do you own land or property down here in South Florida?
No,
Do you
sir.
have any way financially to bond out of the jail? No, go ahead,
No,
Steve.
sir.
Your Honor, just as I stated before, he has violence in his past, multiple robberies, battery against a victim over the age of 65. He obviously has a prior sex offense. That's why he's registered. He's been to prison recently for failing to register, and he was classified as a habitual offender. He quite possibly could be PRR qualified on this case.
Sir, today the court's going to set your bond at $25,000. Pretrial release, GPS monitor. The court, sir, is concerned you're a a sex offender, you went off the grid for more than a year, nobody knew where you were, you're going to have pretrial release with a GPS monitor. The court does take into consideration you failed to register in the past. You have cocaine, attempted robbery, strong arm robbery, felony battery, grand theft, strong arm robbery, and that's it. Thank you very much, sir.
Your Honor, we'd be requesting level 1.
Level 1. Thanks for a higher bond.
Yes.
I think it's academic, though.
It's all right.
All right. Okay, Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith.
Not here at Maine, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to reset this. He's already been medically down once. A couple times, I'm going to reset it for Friday p.m. How about Darius Johnson?
It's in court, Judge.
I'm going to pass this through. Find probable cause on account for his bonds. $100. Okay, may I see Dwight Taylor, John Victor, Matthew Davis?
What?
Dwight Taylor, where are you, sir?
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Dwight Taylor.
Not here at Maine, Dwight
Your Honor,
Taylor.
it's an ad charge. He's being held no bond on an armed burglary and another count on the Agasol firearm. He was already being held on one count of Agasol firearm. His bond was $10,000. This is just an ad charge, a second victim.
Sir, I'm going to set your bond at $5,000 today. On count 4, that's another charge of aggravated assault with a firearm. Thank you. How about John Victor?
John Victor? No.
John Victor, where are you, sir? John Victor?
Conti, Your Honor.
Conti, or water over there, Patrice. Sorry. Okay. John Victor, count 4, grand theft auto. Leslie stole a Mercedes-Benz, $25,000 worth. Okay. Go ahead. Do we have any criminal record on this defendant?
I don't know what's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
John Victor?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Victor, what's count 1 through 3 on Victor? One, 2, and 3 on Victor. So your bonds could be $1,000 today on count 4. Thank you. How about Matthew Davis?
He's here, President of Maine, Your Honor.
Sir, violation of probation, count 1 and 2. They're both no bond. Thank you.
No bond. Okay. Thank you. That's it. You're done.
Yeah, I was looking at what they were showing grand theft.
All right,
Where's Leoden
8:30 a.m.
Gonzalez? Leoden Gonzalez.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I can't get the attorney over here. I'll reset this for tomorrow morning and we'll take care of it then, all right?
Can we settle it now?
I can't get the attorney here. You wanted to talk to an attorney. I paged him. He left. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. All right? You'll be okay till tomorrow morning, all right? Thanks. Can you set this for Friday a.m.? We'll work this out tomorrow morning, all right? Good. Okay, what about Arcadia Foster? Miss Foster, where are you, ma'am?
She's here at Maine. Miss Foster.
Miss Foster, you're here for violating probation for not going to a shoplifters program. Ma'am, if you want to, you have a choice. You can pay a bond of $500 and then go see your judge and work it out over there or have a hearing on a violation of probation. Or today, if you want to get it over with me, and you'll be out of jail today, you could say that you admit you violated probation. It's like pleading no contest, but instead you say, I admit I violated probation. And if that's what you want to do, I'm going to revoke your probation. I'm going to give you time served. Case is over with, and you're on your way. What would you like to do?
I would like to do that, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Do you understand? When you admit you violated probation, that means you're not going to have a final hearing. You're not going to have your day in court. You're not going to have an opportunity to argue against the violation. You're saying, Judge, I want to get it over with.
Your Honor, would you, right now, she's explaining something to this. I don't know if the court already took this into account. She said this is her only charge ever?
I don't, look, she's got a choice. Bond out for $500, go face her judge, or take care of it with me. It's up to her.
Yes.
Would you consider, as far as not making it an adjudication, would you consider reinstating and terminating, Your Honor?
I don't,
Can I do that?
Judge, no, frankly, I don't understand why. If she wants to fight it, then she can fight it or
But
post
it's
her
not-
bond. If she doesn't, then she should admit.
But the issue is, if she has no prior record, an adjudication and conviction will affect her in the future. It will.
And she can still admit, Eric.
Hold on, wait. Let me stop for a second. We're here because she had that opportunity, and she apparently, allegedly, didn't take advantage of getting a withheld to begin with.
I don't know if
So
she
there
was.
are consequences for not complying with your probation. One consequence could be you end up getting adjudicating. You know,
I understand.
It's a second chance.
That's why we're asking the court. I do understand that, Judge, but I mean, it's from what I understand, it's a nonviolent offense.
Ma'am, I'm going to do this. I'm going to lower your bond to $100 since you go see your trial judge, all right? Good luck, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, he's lowering it to $100 your bond. Is there any way, who's going to bond you out?
I can ask someone to bond me out?
Yeah, you can ask someone if you want. Stay right there. I'll get a phone number. I'll call someone for you. All right, just.
Okay, Tiffany Coleman. Do we have Tiffany over there?
Here. What page is Miss Coleman on, Your Honor?
You know, it was from earlier. It's a misdemeanor. I don't know. Ms. Coleman, you're here for trespassing. Would you like to resolve it right now? Plead no contest.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, do you understand
Yes,
that the case is over with today? You're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead, ma'am?
No contest,
I'll
sir.
withhold adjudication. Good luck. Hey, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
You know what? Let me see here. State, do you have, we came back on this David Woods. Is that for today?
No, you set that for tomorrow, Judge.
Tomorrow. It's Friday PM. This Friday. Did we do Andre Ayala yet?
I think we did that earlier.
We took care of that? Yeah, we took care of that. Do you have felonies today?
Your Honor, just give me one moment.
Apparently I need to go testify.
Yeah. Gray should be filed pursuant to Odyssey. One moment. I'm going to tell you all of them right now. Ackerman and Posada. Ackerman. Oh, Ackerman's supposed to be on the docket. I don't know what's going on there. Posada's not been filed. He can be ROR'd. Everyone else. Everyone else is a second look. So it's been 30 days. Look at what day he was arrested.
Where is Emmanuel Posada?
Conti, Your Honor.
You know
Hi,
what?
Mr. Posada.
I think Hayes is just here on the misdemeanor, not the felony.
Mr. Posada,
Yes.
I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance, all right?
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, so Posada comes out. How about, so what about, how about Trevin Gray?
That's on Odyssey.
No problem, sir.
My computer locked up.
Your Honor, I can print out the Odyssey page. Gray.
Hey,
Trevin.
Trevin Gray? There he is.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, I can see it. My computer is locked.
Yeah, I'm printing it out right now. Great.
How you doing?
Fine, sir. How are you?
Very much.
Yeah, looking here, state filed information on October 20th. And I'm looking here, aggravated battery, deadly weapon, aggravated assault, deadly weapon, domestic battery on count 3. It's state of Florida versus Mr. Gray. I'm looking, signed as torture by Michelle Bambas, state attorney's office. Let me ask, do you have any issues with this?
No.
Mr. Trevin Gray, the motion to release you today will be denied. All previously set bond and release conditions shall remain in full force and effect. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor. Turned yourself in yesterday, right?
Was it canceled?
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Canceled.
When you have a chance, I would like to address the court, Your Honor.
Go ahead, sir.
It's regarding Arcadia Foster, Your Honor. I've had a chance to speak to her. I wanted to go ahead and, on her behalf, call a friend to bond her out. Unfortunately, all her contacts are in her phone. She doesn't have any phone numbers memorized, and it's not in her property. What I've also been advised, and I don't know if the court can verify, she actually came to the jail last night with her driver's license to turn herself in. So she turned herself in. She wants to try and resolve it, but she doesn't want to be convicted. Right now, she has an injury to her eye. She got beat up on her way over here, and she requires medical attention. That's why I'm just asking one more time before the court, if she would consider admitting the violation, you have the authority to reinstate her, special condition 1 day, take judicial notice that she took it, and then terminate her probation. That way her record is protected.
Your Honor, at this point then, what I would ask, if we're going to go this route, then I would ask the Justice Court to ROR and let Judge, if that's what Judge Feld wants on her, the case that she put her on probation, then let it be up to Judge Feld.
I'll release her on her recognizance, all right?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
Let me just say, you know, I'm not going to say. I try to go out and I try to help people out, and then it gets complicated. So, here I try to, work out a break, and then it gets complicated. So, I'm just saying in the future,
No, I appreciate what you're saying. It's just,
trying to move
it's
the
not
case
every day
along
we
and
have
get
a
her out,
person.
and then it becomes like all these complications when it's either yay or nay. It's either you want the deal, you don't want the deal. Then when you don't want the deal, then it gets like all complicated. And I'm just saying, I try to work things out, and I think a lot of it sometimes we just look at it and in its simplest form we can move it along rather than that's all. So, all right.
I appreciate you RORing Ms. Foster. Thank you, Your Honor. All right.
But it also begs the question, what's the point of putting someone on probation if there's no consequences for violating it?
Okay, so we're back on here. What about Alfonso Hayes?
Your Honor, I think this is actually, he's before you on the misdemeanor. I believe, let's see.
Y tú sabes, yo tenía bond. I couldn't let it out. Went back to my probation officer, and she would have found out that I got these 2 letters, and they would have brought me back
Okay.
here.
He was ROR'd on his VOP. So he's just before you now on a resisting without violence and trespass. Frank, I mean, he's still on probation. He's just been ROR'd on the VOP.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. I don't want to violate your probation. I'll just get you out of the jail. ROR on this, all right, Mr. Hayes?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Excuse me,
Yes,
Judge.
sir.
I was already reinstated on my probation.
Okay.
You were reinstated?
Yes, I was reinstated on Tuesday on my probation. I just have to get rid of the.
If
Yeah, it won't violate me. It won't violate me. I just
if
need
it
to get
was,
rid of the.
sir, if these new law offenses were part of the basis for his violation, and he admitted,
Is this case what violated you on your felony?
No, it wasn't.
I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Say you'll have to come back. So this is no action on the felony. No action on that. Sir, I release you ROR on the misdemeanor. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Patrice, I think you guys have that guy on lockdown also. Pre-trial release services. Don't give me a hard time. Pre-trial would be putting someone on lockdown. I already said he had an ROR.
What about Carlos Palacios?
This is a second look, Judge.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Hi, Mr. Palacios.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Doing well, sir. Thank you.
I'm scared.
What are you scared of?
My drug problem. I got a drug problem. I'm willing to go voluntarily to order my steps. I'm willing to change my life. I'm willing. Please just don't let me in here no more. Please, there's a lot of crazy people on Flocka, man. I don't want to be here. Please. Please. You could talk to my public defender. His name is Chad Mason. I could give you his number right now.
No, I don't.
I have it right here.
Where do you have to go? Where can you go?
Order my steps.
Will Tyrone take you back? Were you there before?
Yes, I was there before, but I chose to leave. Order my steps. I was there voluntarily, but I chose to leave because of a problem with somebody that was in there.
All right, let's not. Okay, you don't have to go any further.
Does he? Wait, Your Honor, if I just have one moment.
I'm being honest. I could have bonded out, and I decided not to.
Do you want to go into the drug program in the jail, sir?
I don't want to go to any jail. I want to go to order my steps. Like,
All right,
let
sir.
me show this.
I'm not going to take any action. I'm going to deny the motion of ROR and let you go see your trial judge. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what about Jamal Simmons?
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is
Here, are you Jamal Simmons?
Yes, sir.
No.
Sir, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance on your suspended license case, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. How about Richard Gill?
He's here present at Maine, Your Honor.
This is a second loading crown.
In speaking with Mr. Gill, Your Honor, he would like to know if Your Honor would consider resolving the case.
All right. Mr. Gill, would you like to resolve your case? Does he have any prior state? Gill?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, Mr. Gill.
He's got a pending DUI.
Yes?
Yes.
So if you want to plead no contest, your case is over with today. You're not going to have a trial. You're not going to have your day in court. It's wrapped up right now for loitering or prowling. Would you like to plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead, sir?
No contest.
I'll withhold adjudication. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. There. Okay, now. Took care of Gray, Hayes, Palacios, and Jamal Simmons. I think we're done, right?
We're done from Maine, Your Honor.
That's it. That's
I'll
right.
see you
We're
tomorrow.
back here tomorrow
Thank
morning
you.
at 8:30. We're out from 2:35. Oh wait, tomorrow's Friday, right? Yes. Okay, well, see everyone on Friday. All right, see ya.